I thought it'd be cool to go over how much money I have made on Udemy. I create courses for programming. I've done it for 3 different languages. I did Python, I did Erlang, I did COBOL. Granted, these have come out in a staggered fashion. They didn't all come out all at once. I took time to create them, put them together, have all the tests set up, have the questions. You want to make sure that you're interacting with the students. And I sat there thinking, before I even started, can I actually teach anyone anything? Am I good enough to teach? I don't know. Do I have that skill set? Do I have that ability? Can I formulate a sequence of questions that will actually intrigue the mind and invigorate you to want to learn and get more invested in the course? And that's what I had to figure out. And it turns out, I think everyone has that skill. It just takes time, effort, consideration, respecting people's attempts and their time. That is a big one. You don't want to just put endless questions on there and have no point. You want to help them teach, think outside the box, ask questions that are relatable to them and their knowledge at that point, and not just ask something that's completely out of the box, like, hey, what is this? And they have no idea, right? Asking someone who's just trying to figure out scratch what a pointer is would be kind of ridiculous. That's just not fair or right. So I wanted to go over how much money I have made in the first 5 months that they have been out. Now, granted, because there are niche languages, you might be wondering, well, this won't be all that good. And I would like to tell you that actually my worst selling course is Python. I don't even think I've sold one Python course. I'm fairly certain that one has made me $0. Shockingly, my best course, Erlang. Can you believe it? I know, I couldn't either. I love Erlang. I think it's awesome. I think it's a great language. I was pumped to see that it did so well. That means my second best course was COBOL. I know. It's crazy to me too, but I had a lot of fun creating it. I like coding in Erlang. I know a lot of people barf in their pants. But it is what it is, man. I just love the language. I do. And I know a lot of people hate the way it looks. They may not like functional programming, but for me, I like Erlang. I enjoy writing in Erlang. That's just my go-to, my favorite language I like doing stuff with on my free time. It is what it is. COBOL, I just enjoy writing it. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to go back and use a dinosaur language and do cool stuff with it. And Python, of course, because everyone does Python. And I was trying to teach my wife how to write Python programs and create and do code. And Python was just the perfect segue for to do that. So without further ado, now that you know that Python was my worst, $0 on Python, you will see the money I have made niching out, basically carving out a niche on Udemy for COBOL and Erlang. And I'll put it right on the screen. Pretty cool, right? You might be shocked that it wasn't way more than you expected, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. Udemy has a lot of courses, and don't forget that they keep a fair share of the money too. So that is just like a small percentage because yes, I did the work, but it is their platform, it is their traffic, it is all of that. There are, of course, coupons that you can create so you get 100% of the money, and that's only if you can get someone to use that coupon and link. Otherwise, they're going to find it through normal traffic. Sorry, it's hot in Florida. Just like they did for mine. And that's because it's on their platform, so they keep a large percentage of the money. So when I sell a course, you can see different courses that are usually $140, and then they have their big 90% sale, and you can buy that course for like $10 now. It is what it is. That's how it goes. You opt into those things if you want. That's something I did opt into because I was like, it's such a saturated market. There are so many programming courses and tutorials. Listen, yes, I only made $63.07. Let's not leave the cents out. But for me, it was an awesome experience, and it just sits there. Every month I get 1 or 2 new students. I think that's awesome. We can interact, they can learn something cool. And for me, that is so awesome. It actually really invigorated me, my yearning to teach something to someone, because I finally know how to do something and I can teach someone how to do it. And I think that's awesome. So for me, the journey has been awesome. I think it's been a lot of fun. I think they keep a lot of the percent, but also it's their platform. So I understand. I do. I totally get it. But I've had a lot of fun with it. I have made $63 in 5 months, a realistic goal, I'd say, on Udemy. And I did it, honestly, by my secret weapon here was finding a niche, narrowing down. Like functional programming, there's not that many courses that are on there for functional programming, depending on what language you're looking for. I mean, F# has like 1 or 2 that's in like the business one, which is in the free section. And you have some other F# in there too. But I found a language I liked. I niched my way into it, and Erlang is my #1 seller, 100%. COBOL is my #2. which obviously puts the most popular language, honestly, the one that's used all the time, and all of the companies use it, and it's used in AI and machine learning, it's Python. But it's so saturated that I couldn't stick out. So that was something to keep in mind, something to remember. Find your niche, dig in deep, and just stick with it, honestly. It's a really cool experience. Those courses will stay there. Hopefully they'll continue to generate a little bit of revenue here and there. 10, 20, $5, $6, $7 a month. It doesn't seem like much, but it's actually really cool. It just sort of generates as you go on with life and you make new courses. So for me, thumbs up. Like I said, they keep a good percentage, but all in all, I've enjoyed my experience. I've had a lot of fun. And Erlang is my #1 seller, which for me, I'm a bit of a Erlang evangelist, an EE. I like Erlang. It is what it is. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you want to get into it, find that sauce, that special sauce, right? Find your niche, dig in deep, and stick to it. Find out what's not so oversaturated on the platform, and dig into that. Something you like to do, and dig in deep, and niche it out, and you will be able to sell some courses as well. I hope you all have an awesome day, and we will see you guys to brew together in the next one.